Are you a tea person or coffee person?
Tea.
Tea.
Yeah.
Are you a morning person or night owl?
Morning.
What's your favorite Canadian food?
Poutine.
Poutine.
Yeah.
And one word to describe Canada.
Canada's a very good natural landscape, and everybody should come here and enjoy the natural landscape.
And your favorite city in Canada?
Yeah, I guess Surrey.
Surrey?
Yeah.
Wow, that's populated. Your favorite destination in Canada?
Whistler.
You like that during winter or summer?
Winter.
Winter. Hello everyone. Welcome to Immigration and Education Network. Today we have a guest who was a teacher and they got their permanent residency through teaching category. So we will discuss how she became a teacher, what was her journey like in Canada, and how she finally became permanent resident, and what does she look for in future from Canada, from her professional journey. So welcome Shalini. Thank you for joining us today. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Shalini, and I came here in 2023, Canada, and I'm in teaching profession. Right now, I'm teaching grade 4-5.
You're teaching grade
4-5.
4 and 5 classes. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to come to Canada, Shalini?
Basically, I decided to come in 2021.
Okay.
And because of some problems, I cannot come in 2021, and there was some crisis also. And then we planned to come on 2022. I gave my IELTS exam, I prepared for that, and then I need to figure out that which course I need to take because I need to come here as a student. So I took my master's in leadership education, and then in January 2023 I landed here.
January 2023.
Yeah.
Okay. Came here as a student.
Yeah,
in
I
Canada.
came here as a student because I need to do my master's. Actually, I already did my master's in India, but because I need here like teaching job, so I need to do master's in educational leadership.
Okay. Okay. And so what was your qualification in India before this?
I did my bachelor's in sciences. I did my bachelor in education.
Okay.
I did my master's in biotechnology, and then I came here to do master's in educational leadership.
Wow. Okay. So you already had your master's in India.
Yeah.
And you still came to pursue your career in teaching here. So you had to take that course here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So how did you come across this particular program that you took, and where was that from?
I took admission in Trinity Western University, which
Okay.
is in Langley.
Okay.
And it is a very good university, and it has a good status as well because they are guiding also that after doing the masters, you need to go in teaching field, or if you don't want to go in particular teaching field like classroom teaching, you can become a leader to design the curriculum of the students. You can become principal. So this is a great degree for me because I started as a teacher, but now I'm planning for the principal. So because this degree gives a variety of pathways, it's not limited to teachers only. It's a great thing, and you can become a curricular designer, curriculum instructor, or principal too.
Wonderful. So that this particular program does not give you just one option. It opens up many avenues for you to
Yeah.
pursue your career.
Correct. It gives a multiple options.
Multiple options. Wonderful. So were you aware of all these options before you had enrolled, or you came to know about these options after you joined them?
Be honest with you, when I opted this course from India, I don't know about so many options.
Right.
I know about only teaching option.
Right.
But when I came here and my professor guided me, then I know, okay, this is a good course I choose, so I don't need to regret it. I'm not going to only become a teacher. Maybe if I do more hard work, I get experience, I can become principal as well.
Right.
And if like I like the classroom teaching, but in some case, if I'm little stressed in classroom teaching, or I don't want to continue, then I can design curriculum also. So that's
Right.
so good for me.
Right. And you never know, like you can change, like your mindset changes. Your interest changes. So then you want to do something else, but
Because
you have some options with this.
I'm a kind of person who always want a different kind of experience. So right now I have 13 years of experience in teaching. So I want,
Interesting.
I want to take sometime the principal job if I get the opportunity, right? And or maybe to design the curriculum, because means I want experience in every field in
Right.
teaching.
Right.
And I want to become a leader so I can guide my students to go in a right path and then get the success.
Right. And you only become leader when you know everything, at least something about everything, right?
Yeah, because this country is new for me, right?
Right.
In India, the curriculum was different,
Right.
and here the curriculum is different. So I need to give some time to Canada, so I can understand each basic concept. What is the curriculum actually? How to design the curriculum? And if I'll give some time, obviously I will learn so many things, and then I can become.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you were already a teacher, I assume, in India as well, right? Before, okay. So why didn't you want to continue there in India? Why Canada? What was the
Because
deciding factor?
the deciding factor was that because I was teaching from 10 years in a particular school, and and it's a kind of means teaching is always interesting for me, but if you're stick in a particular school, sometimes you get bored and you need changes, right? Because I was thinking I need to become a leader. During my childhood also, I was thinking that I need to become a leader so I can guide my students, and they when they become a leader, it was so good for me.
Right.
So I decided that how can I get a different experience in different countries. So that's why I was thinking, and my husband supported me, and then we decided that we can choose Canada because Canada is a multicultural country. So maybe we can adjust here. That's
Wonderful, wonderful. So when you say leader, so how do you define a leader in teaching role? How is that separate from just being a teacher? I mean, it's not just
Yeah.
being a teacher, but a teacher and a leader in teaching. How does
Leader is not just giving lectures, according to
Okay.
me. So when you go into your classroom and you say something and you see all the student face, if you get the same energy from them, because when you are a teacher or whatever, if you go into the classroom, you can easily identify the faces whether they are giving the same energy to you or not, and whether they understand the concept or not. So for me, the meaning of leader is first of all discipline,
Mhm.
whether in India or whether in Canada. If discipline is in a classroom, then everybody gonna listen.
Right.
And so you should be positive. First of all, you need to be a role model.
Right.
So you need to be positive, because, for example, if a student is saying, "Oh, I can't do that," so you can change the sentence. If you hard work, you will absolutely do it. So my strategies are like that. So always be optimistic.
Optimistic.
And if you are, it doesn't matter that you are intelligent or not. Everybody has a brain, right?
Correct.
So doesn't matter you are intelligent or not. You just need to work hard. And I can give the example of turtle. Turtle is slow, right? But it never lose hope.
Right.
He keeps trying. He don't want to be a winner,
Right.
but he keeps walking. So I'm giving the example of turtle, that turtle always walking, it never lose hope, right? So just like turtle, we always need to work hard. We always need to work.
Be consistent.
Be consistent. Positivity
Be
is very
persistent, yes,
important.
yeah.
Positivity, work hard, efforts. For example, if you're going for a match, doesn't matter. You don't need to think that you will win or not.
Correct.
But how much effort you put in the match, that matters.
That matters, yeah.
So efforts, positivity, consistency, yeah.
That's a great example of being leader. Like, so you wanted to have this international exposure so that once you are here, you get more further groomed and you can give all sorts of great examples and even lead students
Yeah.
and handle them the
Yeah.
way it will help empower those students to become something in life,
Yeah.
somebody in life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. When you decided to particular this program here at Trinity West, and you said your experience was great. So how was the journey of that becoming while doing the program at Trinity?
The journey was very good. With professors and lecturers, everybody was good, and there were so many students from different countries also. And we did so many programs and so many lecture class we attended together, and we share our personal things also sometimes. And because our professor was so supportive, so somebody was singing the song in the meantime, and somebody was sharing their story, how they come, because everybody has different struggles, right?
Right.
So when we were sitting in the same class, coming from the different countries, everybody has a different story. So when they share their story, so we respect each other.
Correct.
So
yes.
the experience was so great.
Experience was wonderful. So, and how was as you mentioned, people, there were students from different backgrounds, from different countries. So learning with them, did you find it any challenging, or how was the experience like?
Like different kinds of students are everywhere, right?
Right.
So I'm in my classroom, mostly are from India. So I didn't find any particular thing, but yes, if you are coming to Canada alone, because I came alone here, so if you are coming to Canada alone, you should be little more positive, and your will should be there, be a strong will, because some students sometimes are mean to you, so you don't need to listen them. You need to keep working and ignore them,
Right.
because it's not about Canada, it's not about India. People are trying to like mean with you, right?
So you had some different, as you mentioned in the beginning. So did you have other countries students as well, or just from India?
I have students from Iran,
Okay.
India, Sri Lanka,
Right.
Pakistan, and I guess Mexico.
So quite a
Yeah.
good multicultural thing that you
Yeah.
had learning experience with, because that was your real expectation when you came to Canada. Like you wanted to study among multi nationalities so that you get new good exposure, right, for
Yeah.
yourself. Your personality develops,
Yeah.
right? So this 2-year program, but the Trinity, the program itself was amazing, as you mentioned, right?
Yeah, program is so awesome, and I will recommend that if somebody wants to do master in education, they should go Trinity, because the lecturers, the professors are so amazing. They are so helpful.
They are helpful,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that was my next question. You already answered. Thank you.
Some of the professor, some of the professor are permanent there, but some are coming for taking only 1 or 2 classes, and they are vice principal in some of the schools. So professor, the college is so good, university is so good.
Wonderful, wonderful. Good to hear. So how was the admission process like from India? So you did it yourself, or you took some help out there?
My husband helped me.
Okay.
So they need to fill the form, and they need some requirements.
Right.
I like IELTS is the basic one, right?
Correct.
So if you don't have particular IELTS number, then you will not get admission.
Okay.
So IELTS is the basic one. And about your teaching experience, because if you want to do masters in education, then you need some teaching experience too.
Right.
So teaching experience is the most important, because if you're teaching, then only you can get admission in master in education leadership.
Oh, so that is the prerequisite. Like you have to have teaching experience to get admission in that.
Or you can have your bachelor's degree. I mean, it should be like that you are very interested in teaching, so you need to pursue in teaching.
In teaching.
It's not like that okay, you want to do and thus you come. No,
Right.
you should have a particular aim in teaching.
Particular aim in teaching. No, wonderful. So after that, so what kind of job did you get then, and how easy was it to get that job?
While I was a student, I started with my daycare job.
Okay.
So
during your studies.
and during my studies, it's a simple course. I think everybody knows. It's called Responsible Adult Course.
Okay.
It cost around 108 something that time.
Just $108.
Yeah, just
Okay.
$108 and that time. But I think one of my friend did just last week, so it cost now 39 something.
My
now,
God.
yeah.
So the price went down. That's
Yeah.
the only positive thing we have in this world, I guess. Now all the prices are going up otherwise.
Yeah. So I did that, and it was 5-day course. So it's an online course.
Okay.
So you did that, you need to do that, and you need to apply in the daycares, because some of the daycares they hire responsible adult, but some of them no.
Okay.
So I applied in South Surrey and I got a job.
Okay.
So
In the daycare.
in the daycare, and it was also a nice experience. Before teaching, I'm getting the experience in the children's field, right? It doesn't matter they are small or big.
Right.
So the daycare was also so amazing, positive, and it supports a lot, because I was doing my study too, right? Sometimes I need to take off
Correct.
because my exams are there. So the daycare director also supported me a lot.
Okay, wonderful. So overall, you had a good support from the university with your job, and it was easy to find that part-time job while studies as well.
It was easy. If you are going to in a particular, if you think that you need to go in education field, then you need to go, or you need to apply only those particular things.
Right.
But for example, if you just want a job, then you can apply in a restaurant, all that.
Right.
But in your resume, if you are writing that okay, you were a teacher and you have teaching experience, then nobody can hire you, right?
Correct.
Because teacher cannot work in the means they
Restaurant.
can work, but the recruiter will think that why I need a teacher.
Why I
to do-
need it.
So for me, I don't want to do the jobs in restaurant. It doesn't not like that I don't want, actually, because I need to do in a particular field.
You're exactly in
Yeah.
your field, in your career, and if you're getting that job, why not? This was my wonderful answer that you gave me. But the question, people like students coming to Canada, they always say we're not finding jobs in daycare. And, Immigration Canada also has a stream for international students where they can qualify all these early childhood care educators, assistants. Now, but we always hear that, oh, we cannot find jobs in those fields. How easy or difficult was that? Do you think your experience in India as a teacher helped you get through that?
I think for responsible adult, that category is not coming under the BCPNP.
Right,
So you can get the job for responsible adult, but if the category is not coming under that.
right.
But there are some jobs like ECEA and ECE. So if you have a teaching degree here in Canada, you can apply directly, and they can give the ECEA certificate for no fees because you already have a degree.
Degree, exactly.
So if you have a ECA degree, then you can apply in BCPNP because they are, I think, no, they have the category of assistant.
No, sorry, my question was, let me reframe, find, those girls, I meet so many clients and people, we listen to all the stories. So they have done some short-term courses, of 2 months. They say it's difficult to find the jobs. I'm asking, you had your teaching experience from India. You just did this responsible adult program, which is only $108, where they spend thousands of dollars to do those programs. Now you are here with this 5-day online program, and they are here with, let's say, 2 months program. It's difficult to find job. So what would be your comment on that? How difficult it is while studies or after studies to find even just those daycare jobs?
I would say that most of them don't know about this course.
Okay.
I know because I applied one of the institute, and they replied me that you can do this course.
So that is interesting. You had, so with this job, with this RA program, you had 4 or 5 jobs, not just one.
Yeah, 4 or 5 jobs, and I choose one of the best institute daycare in South Surrey.
South Surrey, they were paying you. How did you know that was the best?
Because they mention everything in their job profile that we are paying this and this.
Right.
There were some offers from Langley too. Pay was little bit low, so I joined that one.
Wonderful. So I can see your journey. You came to Canada with the hopes that you will get a good education, which you did. You got the right program from Trinity Western University. That was very nice for you. And you had amazing group. You had multicultural, ethnic people, different people to study with. And you got that. Now you got this job also while studying, which definitely would look good on your resume. So the stage was really setting out nicely for you in Canada, right? Great. So once you graduated now, so you got your graduation, you got this daycare experience. So did you continue your job with that particular daycare, or you moved somewhere else?
I told them that I'm doing my master's, so obviously I need to go in the teaching line.
Right.
So while I was there doing job there, I was applying so many teaching jobs.
Right.
I guess I did 10 interviews during that time, but they were all saying that you need to finish your master's, right? So I was just waiting for my master's.
Okay. So they were willing to hire you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I already have experience. They need experience, which I already have.
From back home.
And also they were saying that, we need little bit experience in Canada also. So I already have experience with the children's.
Correct. Children, you studied, you worked at daycare now.
Yeah. So they were so happy to hire me, but they just need my master degree. So
interesting.
That they were waiting for that. So during my job, I applied. I given the interviews. So while I was giving interviews, I was also taking the experience that which kind of questions they are asking.
Correct.
So basically, I'm the person who is giving answers to all of the questions.
Right.
In some of the question, I need to improve, right?
Of course.
So I was learning that.
Right.
And that's how I...
So you were getting job ready, so whatever, if those interviews don't go well, so you're ready for the 11th one at least, and then you secure that job. So, I mean, that's a wonderful strategy.
Yeah.
So once you graduated, so how many job offers did you have in your hand?
Once I graduated, before that, already I applied. So I got one of my first job contract, which was a contract job, means you need to do only 1 year.
Okay.
So the principal interviewed me, and she asked me that it's a contract job. It's not a continuing job because
it's not permanent.
Yeah, it's not permanent. After 1 year, maybe if there is vacancy, we can hire you, or if not, then you need to apply other schools,
Right.
because I need an opportunity, right?
Correct.
So I took that job, and after that job, they don't have vacancy because because of the student strength, they were laying off so many teachers.
Okay.
They don't have more vacancies.
Okay. So
So
that particular school did not have many.
yeah,
Okay.
even in all the schools, because nowadays, like the students are leaving the school in a particular city, so the people are laying off the teacher.
Oh, because the students are not studying.
Yeah.
So they are so how, like you teach grade 4, grade 5. So how do they leave? Like they don't they need to continue studying?
Means some parents are not permanent here
Oh, they move
because
out.
government changed the rule, right?
Right.
So they move with the children.
Correct.
That's
And
why.
so then you have less strength in the class.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden the teacher's requirement go down then.
Yeah.
So that's one of the challenges that teacher, that's very uncertain for teachers'
But
career.
it's
Right?
not in every city. It
Not in every
depends on
city.
a particular city.
Right,
So
okay.
if you need a job in teaching, you don't need to worry about that because you don't need to apply in a particular city, right?
Right.
There are some cities who hire teacher every time because they don't have teacher. Teacher don't want to go in the mountain region. So they and every time I see every year they are giving a lot of vacancies. They want to hire but nobody is going there. So they have a lot of vacancies.
So then they need to change. So anybody like if any permanent residents, they are definitely settled in those particular cities. But anybody who is coming here as an immigrant, so they just don't need to focus on that particular one city, but
Yeah.
they can move out there. So the industry needs teachers. Some cities may not.
Yeah.
We can put it that way.
Yeah.
Because of student strength.
Yeah.
I understand. That's a very eye-opening, because it will definitely help the viewers because so they can plan their career accordingly and they know before they come here, okay, how they should be planning their life.
And like they should be open that they are not limited to any particular city.
Right.
If they want a teaching career, they should open to any other city.
Any of us.
Yeah.
So which city was this? It was in Lower Mainland or
I don't want to
name? No, I mean my intention. So was it in Lower Mainland in Vancouver area? Okay.
It was in Lower Mainland, one of the city.
Okay.
Even the population of that city is only just 3,000.
Okay. So
So
then it was a really small city.
So you can think about that.
Correct. So where did you end up after that?
After that, I applied in so many schools, and then I came up with interview in one of the schools, and they interviewed me. They saw my resume, experience, and they said, "Yeah, we're gonna hire you." And then I got my permanent job now.
Wonderful. So this is where you're working right
Yeah.
now. Wonderful, wonderful. And this is, I think, of course, are going to be next questions about your BCPNP and permanent resident journey. So that we helped you out in that. So we're glad to be part of that journey of yours. So this particular school that you're working with now, so that this is a permanent job offer for you.
Yeah.
So again, how easy was it to get it, or how difficult was it to get this particular one, the permanent one?
Again, it depends on person to person because basically it depends on how your interview goes
Right.
and how you experience. How was your
Of
experience in
course.
Canada?
That's with any job, I guess, right? Yeah.
So if you apply and your interview is so good, then everybody can hire you. So
Right.
it was so easy. You just need, because there is a website called Make a Future.
Okay, make a future.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in Make a Future, there are some steps. You need to write your name and you need to upload your documents.
Right.
So if you are applying in any of the district, they can see their resume online.
Okay.
So if there's, for example, if 5 candidates are applying, so they are watching all the 5 candidates' resume. And if they need to select you, they will call you obviously
Right.
or
They can-
email you.
Correct. They can filter those out, the one they are looking for.
Yeah.
So this make a future is only for teachers,
Yeah. It's on teachers, vice principal, principal.
particularly related to school bodies. Like
Yeah, particular related to teaching field.
wonderful. That's amazing. Thank you for telling us that. It will again help our viewers, whoever will want to have that information.
Welcome. Because some of them don't know, they are just going to the school and they are like giving their resume,
Right.
which will not work.
Okay.
So
Of course, yeah. So because they need to have a proper board now. So this one is there, make a future is there. So they can screen, they can filter the right teachers for according to their need with the right experience, and rather than just walking in and going in. Yeah.
teaching field is not limited, I can say, because last year when I was so applying for the jobs, then I saw that in Surrey there are a lot of schools and they need teachers. And this year I saw that, because you know what happened, some of the teachers are working in some private school and they gain experience and they want to go in government schools. So again, the vacancies are there.
Again, the beginning.
So
Exactly. So there is always that migration of movement of people, right?
Yeah.
So they move from one industry to another. Some leave, some so, and it's always evolving, right?
Yeah.
And it's always in demand, right?
Yeah.
Teachers, and I think Canada, I can say that safely that Canadian schools, they need more teachers,
yeah,
right? And there is a shortage of teachers. So the immigrants who are coming to Canada can fill that gap,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So now 2 questions for you. Let's say somebody, some teachers come to Canada. There are 2 categories. Some just land here as a permanent resident.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go to this Trinity Western University or some other school. Do you know the pathway for them? Can they become teacher?
Yeah, I met one of the lady when I was giving interview in Surrey in in private school. So I met with the lady and she was landed as a PR. So
Okay.
she was going to give interview and I was waiting for my turn. And because that time I was doing my masters, I didn't finish my masters. So she gave the interview and she was selected.
Without any education
Without
in
any-
Canada?
Yeah, without any education in Canada because she did her bachelor's from India
Okay.
and all the things. But yes, and this is a very good question that even if you are landed as a PR, you need to do your credential assessment in BC.
BC, teachers
Because
evaluation, something
Teacher
like that.
evaluation, because if you have your teacher evaluation, and then only you can get your certificate
Certificate. Okay.
that you can teach in Canada.
Right. Yeah, no, I remember that particular website. I can share that with my clients as well. I mean, the viewers here. So then you get your assessment done and that's valid for some time. And once
It is valid for 5 years.
5 years. Okay.
And once you get your experience, then it will be permanent.
Right. So that evaluation and then you can apply. You don't need to have that education in Canada.
No. They will assess your degree,
Right.
that your degree, what courses you did in India,
Correct.
and what is it good for Canada or not? Is it matching with Canada or not? So according to that, they assess everything. And the good thing is that whatever they need, they ask you, okay, I need this transcript. Can you please upload? So you will upload all the things. They will assess, and after some time, they will give you a certificate.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So that's for somebody who were as an immigrant and now you did your education now and you got this permanent job, and based on that then you wanted to start your permanent residence journey. Like now, since you are here now, why not get the permanent residency as well, right?
Absolutely.
So how was that thought process? How did you figure out now you need some professional to help you out? So what were the confusions, challenges, anything you can tell about?
The confusion was that while I was doing my daycare job, my husband told me that there's no teaching category in BCPNP that time. So maybe you don't need to leave the job and continue as a like ECEA.
Okay.
But I thought no, like I love to do that job, but I want to go teaching anyhow.
You didn't want
So-
to sacrifice your career over permanent residency
no.
just for the hope of you're getting it through daycare.
Yeah.
right?
So I said,
That's
so,
wonderful though.
Yeah, I said it's okay if I'm not getting PR. That's okay for me, but I'm not going to do this job. I will go in my teaching line because I'm missing that
Right.
from 2 years. And then and also I said, if there is no teaching vacancy, that's my part, that's not everybody part. That I said, if there is no teaching vacancy and God want me to get the permanent resident, they will create
Some opportunity will come.
they
right?
will create a teaching opportunity. It's my thing. Means some people can make a fun of this, but I believe in that. So I said, no, I'm going to do teaching degree. I'm not going to.
See, that's a great learning right there. Don't settle for less, right? That's they say. And if you had compromised, just to become permanent resident. So, and this is what I can tell from my immigration point of view as well. So Canada right now, as it is focusing on values. What like all those candidates who has that value. If you have, you are a teacher or you're a plumber. I mean, of course, the points are high as clients, like the people want those points to drop down. That's a different conversation. But if you have value, right, you're contributing towards Canadian economy. I mean, of course, as a daycare also, you're doing that, but you're sacrificing your career then. Rather than doing that, stay true to your values, do what you want, right?
Yeah.
Get that right job. And if it is meant to happen, it will happen.
Yeah.
And it happened in your case, right?
And even when I was doing my daycare job, So the director was so observing, and she always saying to me that you don't need to do this job. Just go with the children, sit with them, and do poems with them, because you are so good in doing poem. And when you sit, I can see in my camera. Then when you are saying, they are just sitting quietly and listen to you. So you are so good with the children. So you just do this job. I love that when you are doing that.
So the leadership quality that you started, you said in the beginning, so
Yeah.
that really helped. So you are able to connect more with the children, and and they're loving it. Even the owner of that daycare watching, observing you,
Yeah.
he's confident that you're doing great job. So that is helping you everywhere, right?
Yeah, every teacher of the classroom saying, I need to do some lesson planning. Could you please come in my classroom
Interesting.
and do the poems with them? So, like,
So
seriously.
keep the kids engaged,
yeah.
right? Nice, and that's the best way. That's the best part of your job, as I guess, right? So you're looking after the small ones at that time when you were at daycare,
Yeah,
and now you're shaping the career of the young ones. Grade 4, grade 5.
yeah.
So how easy it is to handle those grade 4, grade 5 kids? I have two at home. So just I mean, they're not there yet, but still. So you enjoy? I'm sure. Yeah.
Grade 4 and 5, they are not adolescent, but actually they are entering into the adolescent.
Correct.
So their hormones levels sometimes go very high, and sometimes
Yeah.
so you need to do, like, if they are in grade 4 5, you also need to become a grade 4 5 with them.
Right.
Like, for example,
You have to be at that level, right? So to
Yeah.
connect with them.
to connect with them, first of all, get their emotional thing, get connected. If they want to say something, please listen.
Right.
And not like that, okay, I'm listening, just say that.
Right.
They don't like that.
No.
Because
They can read, they can understand, they can
know
observe. Yeah.
that they know she's ignoring me, she's not listening me, right? So you need to see in their eyes of
Full attention.
full attention. Okay, yes, tell me. And then when they have the confidence, they can trust you, so they will listen you. Same going in my class. So that's why my principal is happy that previously that class was I was getting so many complaints. Now they are so calm, and so I said, I'm doing nothing. I'm just listening them.
Just listen.
So if you listen them, they will also listen you.
Right.
And sometimes they have problem outside the class, like somebody bullying, or somebody there are so many problems. So they
Right.
want to share with you,
Correct.
and you need to solve them, because at school there are no parents, right? So you
Right.
are actually like parents.
That's exactly it.
Teachers are like parents.
Right.
So you need to listen them, you need to solve their problem. Once they get connected and they know that you are listening, then obviously they will listen to you.
Right. Right. No, that's wonderful.
And also the main important thing, you need to maintain the discipline,
Mm-hmm.
because every child is different in the classroom.
Correct.
And I don't want that because of one child, the learners can distracted.
Correct.
So if one child is very high or very high level of energy, you can choose the things, okay, quickly get a run for 5 minutes and then back, right? And then
that's interesting. Yeah.
The other student can ask, why I'm not getting, they are asking, why, teacher, why I'm not getting the chance to run?
Run.
I said, because every child is different.
Correct.
Maybe you will get something different.
Right.
So that's how I'm
So
maintaining.
you need to settle the energies of the student as well, right? That's wonderful. Good to know. That will help me as well in my personal life. Now to handle.
Sometimes I need to ask, okay, we did Monday to Thursday. Now this is Friday. So what do you think? What we should do? So you can ask, okay, teacher, I need to play the game. Okay, so here are the games. Please open it, and you are responsible to clean up, right?
Right.
So sometimes you need to take their opinions too. You need to listen them.
Correct.
And they will say, okay, because they will also think, okay, teacher is listening me, right? So I think listening is most important.
Listening is very important, right?
Connection and listening.
Connection. Yeah. You can only connect if you're listening and with full attention, as you said. You just can't have scattered attention given to them. You need to have proper focus. Well, yeah, that's important. Very good.
Like one of the example I can see, that I can say that in one of my reading class, I have, because in my school the reading class is different, because it goes according to level of the reading. If they are studying in grade 4 5, so it's not important that they are reading the grade 4 level, because maybe they need to pay more attention for grade 4 level, so they are reading grade 3 level. So while I was having a reading level students, so two of my students, they are very good in reading, they are very good in writing, but they sometimes they don't use capital letters, they don't use the period, right? So I always say, you need to learn these rules, you need to use it. So I will always remind them. Then one of the students was asking some to me, why you are saying to me? And then I say, what happen if nobody cares you?
Correct.
How you feel?
Correct.
And then say, bad. I said, yes. Why I'm saying? Because I care for you. Why your parents are saying? Because they care for you. So in my maths class, there are different students where I'm focusing because they need to work, right?
Correct.
So in reading class, I need to work on you because others are working nicely.
Right.
So I care for you. That's why I'm saying to you.
Wonderful.
And from the next day, you can't believe he was writing one line and he was asking, teacher, am I doing good? Am I doing good? So now he knows that why teacher is pointing me because she cares me.
She cares for you, yeah.
So from that day, I can see like he has changed a lot. So this also makes a difference.
So the personality, and they connect with you now, they understand you are on their side as well.
Because they are just in grade 4, 5. Sometimes they don't understand what you want.
Correct.
So you need to explain also.
Right.
Because they get offended.
Right. You need to show them that you are looking after, caring for them as well, not just the others, so that connection is very important.
Yeah.
And wonderful. So now it's grade 4 and grade 5, you are teaching them and you've got your permanent. Sorry, my question to you was, so when you wanted to start your permanent residence journey, so what were the thought process in your head at that time? When did you think that, I should reach out to professional immigration consultant, which of course was me, but so how did you filter that out? Okay, this is the time to apply for permanent residency now.
So as I told, I left my daycare job and I started my teaching job. So I was figuring out in the mind that, okay, how can I apply for PR?
Right.
So I asked my husband and then he said, yeah, obviously, if you have a permanent job, you need to apply. And then we were searching so many consultancy that because there are so many and to whom I need to trust.
Correct.
That is the first thing. So we came up with you and then I think we called you and then you talked with my husband and then I said, I think we should, from your side it came up that we should do a meeting.
Correct.
And at that time also I was like, yes, let's do the meeting. I am not sure whether we want to go with this consultancy or not because I am very particular with that.
Correct. Because you don't know, you've not dealt with us or anybody, so you want to make sure you're finding the right person.
Right person, because there are so many who can scam you too.
Correct.
Right? So I said,
and unfortunately, that's the negative side of our industry. There have been few instances like that, so we get that a lot. But yes, we still have to filter through that,
So
we're not,
I said, okay, we will meet, but we are not deciding yet. Okay. I was
good to know that. Now I know this.
You're not deciding then. Okay. Then my husband was saying, but why you're not trusting? I said, I'm going to trust, but I will see first. When I will talk with that person, I will come to know.
Correct.
Whether he gonna do work or not.
Right.
So I met with you. We met with you, and then we talked, and then after then we decided whether we decided. I think we took 5 days or 10 days, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
And then I said, okay, let's try, but we are not giving money advance. And then said, okay, let's see whether, because my person is also having some knowledge of these things,
Immigration
side. So he's very good in this. So let's see whether he has knowledge or not. Seriously, be honest with you.
Correct. No, that's how you question, and as no offense taken, don't worry, please go ahead.
So whether he has knowledge or not. So okay. Then we talk with you, we came here, whatever you want, the documents and all the process. First of all, you explain the whole process, how it goes, and by the 2 pathways, and we can apply both ways. So I said, okay. Then you file the things, whatever you need, we provided that. And sometime from our side, you said, okay, this document is not needed. So could you please edited this document and give the other one? Sometimes it happens, right?
So the documentation correction. So that's or something is missing or the job letter is not issued out rightly, right? So yeah.
So we did everything, and you are so good in doing the payment also, because you don't need to hurry in payment. So you can also give the payment installment. That was so good for me.
Right.
And everything was going smoothly. and we can see also that what's going on. We keep checking on YouTube that
Right.
what's going on, what's the status and all the things. So I think the 2 points which I can say that if you are going to a trusted person, it saves your time and it doesn't give you stress,
Correct.
because everything they want you are giving to them and they are doing everything for you.
Exactly.
So it's not about money, it's about your time and stress, because
Exactly.
whatever time you need to focus on your document, it takes a lot,
A lot.
and
yeah.
it can save your time so you can put your energy in something else, right? So
That's the whole idea of hiring somebody you can trust. Of course, the trust gets built along the way, but uh, like why you can see the process is going on, and it's an intense application, right?
Yeah.
And there are so many things to it.
there's so many things. The photograph size should be particular.
Right.
Like there are so minute details which a person cannot handle alone.
Correct.
So if you need to apply your PR, you need a guidance,
You
a
need-
correct guidance, right
Right.
guidance. And I think that's you. So
Thank you so much for that. No, I
And-
appreciate that. Yeah.
you did all the things, and then yes, we got a COPR. That's all.
Congratulations again for that.
Yeah.
So no, thank you for highlighting that. How important it is to find and not trusting right away, but making sure checking on that person. I guess that's everywhere now.
Yeah.
As you said in the beginning, like in the middle somewhere, that about your job when you were at daycare, your boss was observing you how you're doing. Now when you give your immigration file, it's like being a patient, you're going to doctor, you want to make sure that this doctor can handle you, right? That kind of
Obviously.
thing. And now it's similarly in immigration.
Yeah.
And of course in immigration, as not as good as, like we cannot compare ourselves with doctors, but because of the scam things that you've mentioned, that those things happen too. If somebody is not able to give you right guidance, that missing deadlines,
Yeah.
so that's important as well. So when you were going through all this, so it was important for you to see the transparency of things, so that was building more trust in us, I guess, right?
Yeah, everything we made a WhatsApp group, right?
Right.
So everything, whatever you are sharing, we can see, and whatever whatever we have question, we were asking you, and you are replying promptly. So I like that.
That is the key. That is service industry. So we can't hold for not giving answers for a couple of days or anything like that. It has to be instant. I mean, of
Yeah.
course, within a short window at least.
Yeah.
No, that's good. So that, because I think when you're settling down in Canada and you have this new job now, you're working there. Now immigration is another level, some stress that you need to get your permanent residency, and it has to be done professionally. So if things are taken care well, so I think that makes you easy focusing on your job, your family, right?
Yeah, because most of my friends are still working in daycare right now because they are waiting for their teaching certificate. And yesterday also some of them asking, how to apply the PR, and like, so they are going under stress because whether if I'm going working in a daycare, whether I can get the PR or not, like how can I get all the things. So they have a kind of stress.
Correct.
So if they have a right pathway, right
Right.
person,
Right person.
then they can make it.
That's us. Just kidding. Okay, no, but thank you. And so now finally you got your permanent residency. So what's the future looking like? What do you plan to do ahead? So teach grade 4, grade 5, or you want to go for higher studies? Principal, you mentioned in the beginning. Yeah. So what's the future looking like for you?
My principal is very good, so he keeps on asking me to go to take the higher grades. But I said no, for this year I'm taking only grade 4, 5, but maybe next year I can take the higher grades. So once I take the higher grade, I will see the different curriculums, right? Then
Right.
I'm planning to apply for that.
Okay. So your ultimate goal is to become a principal. You want to lead the school in its entirety, right? Not just be a teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, not just, we can't say the teacher is a very important role that everybody plays in, but you want to grow up further to that position, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I want to make obviously teachers are good, but I want to make a role model for all the students in each classroom.
in each classroom.
So if you are a role model, they can inspire from you, and it's very good thing. And I think it's not about Indian kids; it's about Canadian kids.
Right.
So they need a particular role model because youth are very important for the country.
Of course.
If youth are getting success, it means country is getting success.
Absolutely.
So I mean that because that's why I want a leadership role. So I can encourage my teachers, I can encourage my vice principal, so they can be a role model for all the students.
That's very good. No? Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
I hope you get it soon. So, any before we go away, any good message that you can give to the viewers, especially teachers starting their career in this field? Any one line message, maybe?
I think it's gender for all, whether they are coming for a teacher or whether they are coming for a doctor. Is it? Then nothing is like you can change everything. If you are a human, you can change everything. That's all I can say. Nothing is impossible.
Just work towards it.
Yeah. Nothing is impossible. You can change everything. Even I was telling to my son every day that nothing is impossible. If you're a human, you can change everything.
Right.
And don't depend on what God has created, because maybe God has created, because when you do hard work you will get it, not just by sitting. So
Right.
nothing is possible. You can get everything whatever you aim for. Just be positive, be optimistic, be consistent.
We can be focused and just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. That was very enlightening for not just for me. I mean, I'm sure our reviewers will also enjoy this conversation and they will get to learn and walk on that path and gain that experience, that education, and ultimately get their permanent residency. That's one thing we all come here for. So the better life in Canada.
I want to add one more line that challenges will come in everyone's life.
Correct.
And it keep on coming. But challenges make you a better person.
Right.
For example, if my principal suddenly gave me grade 6, 7, I will scared. Okay, I don't know. I never taught grade 6 and 7 here in Canada. But when I will teach grade 6, 7, I will become different, right?
Right.
So challenges will come and go, but challenges will come only to make you a better person.
Only better person.
Yeah. So don't scared of challenges. Just face the challenges and overcome.
That should be the life in any ways, right?
Yeah.
You should not be scared of anything. I mean, of course, we all fear that. How to drive that fear positively towards achieving what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's the whole entire personality development right there.
Yeah.
And being a be it being in a teaching field, or becoming any professional, even sports person, anybody, like
Yeah, it's
that's-
generalized for everyone.
it's for everyone. Just keep working towards it.
Yeah.
When you were studying here and working here, so were there any cultural shock or settling yourself down in Canada?
For me, I think no, because while I got my first job, there were so many people in my neighborhood, and they like to come in my house. They
Oh.
want to they want to taste the Indian tea, and I gave them so many sweets. Like they don't know what is rasgulla, they don't know what is gulab
The
jamun.
Indian sweets, yeah.
So we made, and sometime we made Indian curry and all that. So we shared their food and they shared our food. So we shared each other, and I appreciated that. We went for so many parties, so I didn't get any culture shock. I enjoyed multicultural thing.
Wonderful. So you did not have that any cultural shock or anything like that. I mean, it was very smooth journey.
Yeah.
Otherwise, but that's wonderful, wonderful. Let's do our before we wrap up our interview. Thank you again so much for your time and coming out all the way from, I know which city, I don't want to name that here openly, but thank you for taking the time. And I hope our viewers, so the links that she's provided, her journey, her how to become a teacher in Canada and be successful in your field. So she's shared her journey of that. I mean, I'm sure you will benefit from her experience from that. Thank you.